friends, Jen Hodge here. I am delighted to bring you the official cocktail of Lindy Bout 14.5, the Cherry Blossom Spirit. It's inspired by the beautiful springtime cherry blossoms that have become a Lindy Bout hallmark, as well as by the spirit of Lindy Bout. That's both the giant snifter annually awarded to someone who made the event extra special, and the indomitable jazz spirit of all our Lindy Bout family far and wide. And also because spirits equals alcohol. See what we did there? For our friends who don't drink alcohol, I've got some options built in here so that you won't be left out. To make a cherry blossom spirit, you'll need gin, preferably a floral one if you have it or can get it. I'm using Glendalough Rose Gin. If you're making the non-alcoholic version, obviously you'll leave this out. St Germain, which is an elderflower liqueur. In my experience, it's common for liquor stores to stock the small 50 milliliter bottles, which cost less than $10 Canadian and contain enough liqueur to make 2 of these drinks and have some left over to add some pizzazz to a glass of sparkling wine or a G&T or a vodka soda, or you can drink it out of a Jen Hodge shot glass. As an alternative, or if you're making a non-alcoholic version of the Cherry Blossom Spirit, you can use elderflower syrup instead, which you can get at IKEA. You'll also need fresh lemon juice, cherry jam, ice, and a couple of delicious but optional ingredients I'm offering are rosewater, which you can get from a Mediterranean or Middle Eastern grocery store, and cherry for garnish. I love these fancy cherries that I get from the Italian grocery store in Vancouver. They're beautiful and delicious, but the drink will be delicious without it too. And if you're making a non-alcoholic cherry blossom spirit, you'll want to have some soda water handy or maybe some elderflower soda such as Bottle Green Elderflower Pressé, which they usually have at London Drugs or Superstore. For equipment, you'll need a shaking implement like a cocktail shaker or a comparably sized mason jar or a Nalgene water bottle, something with a good seal and a strainer. A jigger or other liquid measuring implement, a tablespoon, a lemon juicer, a cocktail stick if you're opting for the cherry garnish, and glassware. I recommend a little snifter because it's the shape of the spirit of Lindy Bout, even if not the same size. Perhaps the only thing sillier than the spirit of Lindy Bout snifter would be drinking a 3-ounce beverage out of the spirit of Lindy Bout snifter. Unless it's 2 people drinking a 3-ounce beverage out of the spirit of Lindy Bout snifter. Anyway, let me show you how to make this drink. Fill your glass with ice and set it aside. This will cool your glass down and keep your beverage tastiest for longest. Juice your lemon. Place about 5 ice cubes in your shaking implement of choice. Add 1.5 ounces of gin. Remember to leave out the gin if you're making the non-alcoholic version. 3/4 ounce of St Germain or elderflower syrup. 1/4 to 1/2 ounce of lemon juice depending on how sweet your cherry jam is. And then 2 tablespoons of said cherry jam. Make sure your lid is on tight and give it a good shake. Give that a taste test and adjust the flavors if necessary. Then quickly, so your drink doesn't sit too long and dilute too much, dump the ice out of the glass that you set aside. If you're using the rose water, pour a splash of it into the glass and swirl it around, coating the inside. Pour out the excess. I love the extra flowery, fragrant effect of this step, but the drink is also delicious without it. Strain the contents of your shaking implement into your glass, and eat any cherry chunks that got caught by your strainer. Bonus! If you've left out the gin, pour some soda water or elderflower soda into your glass for some more volume, plus the added fun of bubbles. And if you're doing the garnish thing, put a cherry onto your cocktail stick and place that in the glass. And that's it! I really hope you enjoy making and drinking your own cherry blossom spirit. May I propose a toast to Lindy Bout, to the bosses, Eileen Jones and Stephanie Taylor for bringing us all together, and to all of you near and far for the love, laughter, creativity, and spirit that make this community the beautiful thing that it is. Cheers!